As followers of the way, we have to remember it's God's way or no way every single time. It's Yahweh or no way. In the Bible, Jesus asks the Lord, does he really have to drink from the cup? Which means, does he have to take on the suffering? Does he have to really be crucified on the cross? And he catches himself and he's like, the prophecy must be fulfilled. Let your will be done. So before Jesus is actually crucified on the cross, he prays to the Lord 3 times. And in prayer in Matthew 26:42, he says, my Father, if I must do this and it is not possible for me to escape it, then I pray that what you want will be done, because he knows the prophecy has to be fulfilled. And then I thought about it. This stuck out to me because a few verses later, after Jesus was arrested, when one of his followers pulled out the sword and cut the ear off the priest, Jesus told his follower to put his sword back in place. And he said, surely you know I could ask my Father and he would give me more than 12 armies of angels, but it must happen this way to show the truth of what the scripture said. So in understanding that, know that Jesus really could have had the power of God to defend him in that situation. It did not have to happen that way. God could have had armies and armies of angels to easily come to Jesus's defense once he was arrested before he got crucified. But it was less about Jesus being saved and more about the prophecy being fulfilled and more about the will of God being done. Jesus did not have to die on the cross for us, but he did it because God's will be done. He crucified his flesh so that the words of the Lord will be fulfilled, and also to save us as our Messiah. That was such a strong revelation for me because it lets me know no matter what I want, no matter what I think should happen in my life, no matter how much I love certain things, if God says that it has to happen this way, then it has to happen this way. Jesus died on the cross for us. Of course, I could give up sins that I used to love to commit. Of course, I can give up people that are bringing me to sin. Of course, I can give up being in environments that I used to like to be in, because God's will needs to be done. It needs to happen this way. It doesn't matter how many times I read the Second Testament, knowing that Jesus drank from the cup of suffering to save us so that the Lord's will be done just makes me fall in love with him every single time, more and more and more. I love you guys. Remember, God's will must be done over what we want. It's not about what we want. His will needs to be done. His prophecy needs to be fulfilled. His ways are not our ways. His mind is not our mind, for he knows the plans he has for us. Plans to succeed. Everything happens for a reason. If Jesus did not drink from the cup of suffering, we would be doomed. We would be so doomed. We would not be making it into heaven. A lot of us were born into sin. Let's just start there. So everything is planned by God. Even if it's a bad thing and we don't understand God's purpose in it, just know God's will must be done. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video.